it when I turn up the bass.
You alright, peeps? What's happening? Welcome back to the lads review. Oh, fucking yeah! YouTube seems to be playing up again, doesn't it? Nicely, just in time.
Alright.
Are we all good?
Wonderful.
I'm all right, mate.
Thank
How
you.
be thee?
All cool by the pool.
Well, yeah, it's been one of them fucking trips. To be fair, mate. This topic today is gonna get everybody fucking revved. I can tell you that much. So yeah.
Wow.
It's fucking good, isn't it? It's a fish stack. So
You're all well. Get ready for the subject.
yeah, which you're not gonna like. Get everybody fucking. But yeah,
We're here to torture you.
yeah. Well, we're here to educate parents. To be fair, because this is something that I'm experiencing right now. I'm being lied to by the school. I'm being told that my grandson is not having sex education classes. My grandson's 8. He's only just turned 8 as well. I'm being told that it's nothing to do with sex education. It's nothing to do with that at all. It's PSHE, citizenship, KS1, or you know, that's what I'm being told he's studying at the minute. You know
What's that meant to stand for?
Well,
Isn't it personal, societal?
no, personal, social, health, and education, economics. It should be EE, but it's not.
Word
No,
worthy.
but is it economics or education?
It's both. It should have E on the end. It's education, economics. But
Where's the I in this? For
Indoctrination.
indoctrination?
Yeah, indoctrination.
yeah, well, it's ought to have because he's
And the
literally.
RSHE one is what?
Well, you see, that's what I'm going to get onto because the PSHE is mandatory. You have to do this. You can't get out of it. You can't opt out of it at all. The SRHE is the sex ed one, which they say you can opt out of. But as I'm
But
going
you have to opt out of it.
But you actually have to fucking opt out of it, yeah. You know what I mean?
Otherwise, you just get it.
Yeah. But here's the problem, right?
You're not telling me.
Well, yeah, I'll bring it up for you. Right, here you can see the filter results 0 to 5, and this goes up to 0 to 8 because I was covering it because of my grandson. And there you see it's got PSHE and citizenship, KS1, safety, lessons, all this. All this is what he's going to be being taught, right? On the face
No
of it,
education then.
when you look at it, right, you just go, oh, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? It's just, bit of a social education, what it's like to be a citizen, bit of this, bit of that. But the problem is with that is, as it's highlighted there, this is the same thing. We now go on to these diagrams of your body, where you've then got to fill out what your body is, right? Now remember, this is the mandatory one. You can't opt out of PSHE. You've got to do this, right? You can't opt out of it. But it's nothing to do with sex ed at all, right? Remember that. It's nothing to do with sex ed.
What age group's this meant to be for?
0 to 8.
Oh my dear God.
Right? Now this one, it's nothing to do with sex. What you're seeing on here is nothing to do with sex at all. Absolutely nothing. But the problem arises when you then go to the RSHE, which is the sex one that you can opt out of. Oh look, we're using the same diagrams as we did in the one that's not sex ed. That's citizenship. Can you see my frustration when I'm going to the school
Yeah.
and saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's a
And
kid.
also,
And again, you have to opt out of it.
Yeah, I've opted out of all this shit, but they're saying that this isn't being taught anyway.
And also, the thing is, in the UK, insofar as I'm aware, it was either, I think it was reported 2017, 2018, 2019, that it came into force in 2020, that PSHE was going to be mandatory all across England.
That's right. It's mandatory.
Yeah, and so, who decided that?
Well, that'll be the
I didn't,
educational
did
board,
you?
won't it? The government's education board. Right?
Administrators,
Yeah. I mean, this is for that age
Propaganda.
group. I mean, I'll
Marxists.
put a link into the chat. I mean, go onto this webpage yourself. Have a look yourselves. Have a mooch. Don't take my word for it. You know,
No.
do your own looking at it. But I'll tell you something. You won't like what you see. And I can't understand why anybody is sticking up for this shit at all. I mean,
So, a school of education.
this is in every school that's government run.
Yeah.
It's the curriculum.
They're
Well-
sexualizing the kids. They're indoctrinating the kids. We also know what they're trying to do to the kids.
Right.
This
Well-
is a complete attack on children, and we need to stand up to this
Well,
because there's no way this lot should get allowed. This is degeneracy.
Well, the thing is, this if it's national curriculum, it's in all schools, not just because it has to. Even in private schools, they have to have that minimum of national, don't they? I mean, you
Yeah.
know about that since you were private, so surely you've got to have a minimum of. Because obviously, even though they're private schools, they still get some form of funding from government.
well, every government-run school that I know has got this curriculum, and I can't understand why. I can't understand why we need to be even mentioning LGBT and Q shit to a fucking 8-year-old.
Well, you've got amazing Desmond, and your camera's turned again, Flux.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Oh.
A
Okay.
better view, actually.
yeah,
That's the good side.
we see them. You need to get one of them edge trimmers for your nose. You see your hairs.
So I'll deal with it on my own, man.
Yeah, I don't know if the bloody.
Now you
thing's
switched
working
it off.
now. No, I have not switched it off.
It ain't getting any better, Flux. It's just
Twat.
it's that. Have you put your
There you
finger
go.
on it? Because it's all fuzzy.
It's all blade. He's got a shit internet connection though, innit?
Have I fuck?
Fucking tight bastard. Won't even buy a fucking webcam. Only 20 quid. We're gonna have to have a whip round, peeps, and see if we can, buy him a fucking webcam.
Yeah.
Oh dear, that phone of yours is shit, Flux.
We'll set the target for about $3,500, shall we? Pack your day, we'll get him one for 25 quid and we can keep the rest.
Worse now.
But yeah,
Perhaps we have a sponsor for that.
hey,
Ah, yes, Ethan. Do we?
We have several. But now's perhaps not the best time, is it?
no.
Okay. No. Maybe not.
So anyway, right, this is something that needs to be addressed. We need to make parents more aware of what is going on in their schools, because this is
It doesn't need addressing. This needs to be stopped.
Oh.
This is sexualizing children and not letting them be children.
exactly.
There's enough with adult life, as we all know. Let people have a childhood.
Well, it's as if they don't want people to have a childhood. The one to make.
White suicide, a thing in the future.
Oh,
Well, I said about evolution. I was noticing that kids do grow up quicker than actually we do. You know, in all sort of matter. And I wondered, well, why is that distinctly part of the evolution that's happening right now? And you look at what they're doing with kids and you think, Oh, well,
It's
they'll
gonna
have to
be-
grow up quicker
Mate,
to get away from all these people.
that camera is starting to get on my nerves now.
Yeah, me too. Right, let me get out a video.
I keep on twisting it right round and doing,
Yeah,
and it keeps
Right,
on
there we
flicking
go.
back.
yeah.
Right, but it's the point is the only way this stops is if the parents get together and say, "Nah,
Yeah.
we pay for the education. It's not free. It don't come free. We are paying for the education of our kids.
Well,
Now you will deliver what we want you to deliver, not what you want to deliver, and put crap like this in, because this is disgusting."
It is.
well, the thing is, right, when you get to the school and you turn around and say, what the fuck are you doing teaching the kids this degeneracy at such an early age? They look at you as if you're the one that's going, you know what I mean, you're off your tits. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
this because they're not teaching them sex ed. You're just, you know what I mean, being overprotective, being, you know, whatever it is, they're trying to patronise you to the point where you're like, what the fuck?
They're as mad as a bag
when-
of cats in a fucking washing machine.
When your kid comes out of fucking school saying, "Oh, guess what? I've got a penis, and guess what? You've got a vagina and you've got boobs, and guess what? I know where babbies come from now." When that starts coming out of an 8-year-old's fucking gob, right? You got to start going, whoa, what the
What's
fuck
wrong?
are you teaching them?
Yeah, how's his spelling doing?
Oh, well, to be fair, mate, we deal with his reading and writing quite a bit, don't we? We're forever having him
I don't
reading
blame
and
you.
writing. Because
He's doing
I
very
don't
well.
blame you, mate.
he's doing really well with that.
He is doing well.
Ethan, you're not going to dab again, are you, mate?
No, 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 not after the injunction anyway.
The only way this stops if parents get a grip.
Yes.
Parents need to know about it.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
it's something that John brought up in the comments when he said, you know, try teaching this to Muslim kids. And he's right, because they'll all stick together and say, you're not fucking doing that. And it's the only thing I agree with them on.
Well,
Yeah,
the
they've got to get proactive.
thing is, right, there's a fair amount of Muslim kids that go to that school as well, right? And I put in the letter to the school, right? This is fucking bang out of order, basically. And I'd like to see what the Muslim community have got to say about it as well. Because
Yeah.
they keep on lying to the parents.
Yeah, they won't be happy.
You know what I mean? It's only when your kid comes out with something, you hear something, or you hear them talk about something, you know what I mean? You're like, hang on, what the fuck did he just say? Hang on, where's that come from? Oh, they taught me at school today. They done what?
that's the thing. You're at home, being careful what you're saying in front of your kids or your kid, and then next minute they're coming out with stuff like that, and you're like, I'm sure we never discussed stuff like that while this child of ours was about.
No,
You know
you start corrupting me.
Like, it's what you call it, innit? You were left to be kids when you were at our age. At the end of the day, you know, at this age, between 5 and 8. I mean, obviously we're playing with cars and pulling heads off Barbie, your sister's doll, blowing it up, sort of thing with action man.
You mean
Game of war.
you was being
football.
a kid?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Seems to me they don't want kids to be kids.
No.
No, and Free Range in the comments has asked an excellent question. Any idea what the motive behind it is?
Yeah.
Because
I honestly believe that it is to sexualise children, and they are fucking promoting LBGTQ plus, and you know, for what reason? Why would you want to sexualise a child?
They're putting gay people in a really, really bad light. And I feel sorry for the gay people out there that are watching this alongside us.
I think they want to create more trans people because we all know what happens to trans people. Well,
yeah, look at the percentages that have gone up in the last 10 years.
Yeah, but look at the
of
amount of...
transgender.
it's also for a statistic increase as well, isn't it?
Well, there's a statistic increase in suicide amongst transgender people, isn't there?
That's what I was trying to say before.
Yeah.
But not bluntly.
Yeah, well, I like to say to how it is, mate. You know what I mean? I was told maybe I shouldn't be calling the teachers a liar, but when they're standing there telling me, we're not teaching your child anything to do with sex education, I can't help but call it out. You know what I mean? I just can't fucking help it.
Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, you look at the amount of still with teachers tampering with kids. I mean, it's quite high, and we'll never know how high it is because, you know, I mean, it gets pushed under the old carpet. So
they're making you feel fucking guilty for protecting your child away from this fucking degeneracy. And that's what it is, plain and fucking simple.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's fucking disgusting.
At this age group is ridiculous.
Don't forget, if you tolerate this, your kids will be next. And let's face it, at the moment, we've been tolerating a lot of shit and not doing nothing about it. And now they're coming for kids. Now,
Gotta get proactive.
If you don't love your kids, I understand, you know, but how can a parent not love the kids? I mean, at the end of the day, you get some of them that aren't right in head that needs a bit of help. But at the end of the day, the point of the matter is if they allow it to go under the table and you think, oh, they're allowing it, it's fine, it isn't. You need to bond together. It don't matter.
No.
We're all being boxed into whites against blacks, blacks against Asians, shit like this. They've done pretty well. Yeah. We need to stop it and just forget to say, right, enough's enough.
And we won. We won. You mean the Labour-run pie? Fucking, you know, hashtag government.
Yeah.
Information exchange, everybody. That part.
Harriet Harman's favourite thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, you think about it.
Yeah.
All right, Bulldog.
Oh, bully. How come you ain't in, mate?
I know. But like, yeah, at the end of the day, you think about it, they've played it pretty well, actually. They've done a damn good job because in certain parts of this country, they're stabbing each other left, right, and centre.
They've preyed on our decency.
Yeah.
It's a piss take, an absolute piss take. But peeps, if you're watching, if you use Discord, there's a new Discord link in there, so you can drop into Discord and have a chat to us all in there as well, without having to worry too much about the censorship that we endure on YouTube.
Right, yeah. Like I said, and even suggest some topics for live streaming. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, information is the key, and if we can share information that benefits everybody, then that's what we're about. If you know something, if you got something that you want to get off your chest, fucking
come in,
jump in, throw it in there, have the crack. It ain't all doom and gloom. I mean, we do have a laugh, especially with Tiny about. Can't help it. Oh, here we go.
Oh, hang on, have we got a call in?
Yeah, you know.
Hello, is that Mr. Free State? I paid you all this money for a fucking advert and you've not put it on yet.
Turn the radio off. I can't hear you properly. You're echoing.
Pardon.
It got lost in the PayPal. There's a video that I want to try and play.
Unfortunately, I have been summoned by the master. I've got to pick her up from train station.
Oh, here
Will
we
that be the
go.
mistress?
Oh, you were saying how you run your household before with an iron fist.
I do.
Oh,
Her
right.
iron fist. It hits me quite regular.
And then you put your foot down with a firm hand.
Oh, yeah.
Drive
Right.
carefully.
I will catch you in a bit, guys.
Oh, just drop
Sorry
back in,
about
mate. No
Right.
worries.
Good luck.
Yeah,
We're
When
all
you're back,
counting
drop
on
back
you.
in. In a
that.
bit. Oh, yeah.
We
So,
want showing her age. She says, remember when schools taught reading and writing? Bloody hell, love. How old are you?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, there was that one thing that says we're going to stop teaching kids how to tell time with analog watches because it was too hard.
Whoa, yeah, I
What?
recall that. That was
What's everything
years.
too
Yeah.
hard?
That was from years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the thing is, they've actually stopped
stuff 'em
teaching
with
kids how to
stuff.
tell what time with an analog watch now, so...
Yeah, well, stuff them with indoctrination and section, and not educate them to any degree where they'll ever get to the stage of thinking for themselves.
I'm surprised I haven't stopped teaching them how to put two and two together.
Well, maths is racist at one point, wasn't it?
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me, dude. I mean, let's face it, everything's racist nowadays. If you don't agree with the thing, whatever the latest thing be, you're a racist, aren't you? Or a phobe.
And you'll agree with the latest thing if you watch all the Sky, the Channel 4, the ITV, the BBC. If you watch their news, all you're getting is propaganda. And whatever they're telling you, just think the opposite and you'll be getting the news.
I'm wondering if this is going to go to drop it.
Get your information somewhere else. Do not watch
What
the
what in the
crap that
hell has a
mainstream
drag queen
media
ever
are
done
throwing at you.
to make you have so much respect for them and admire them so much?
Kill it now. Kill it fire.
Other than put on makeup and,
No,
and jump
it's,
on the floor and writhe around and do sexual things
You
on
can't hear
stage.
this, can you?
I have absolutely no
No.
idea why
Good.
you would want that to
Well,
influence
well,
your
no.
child.
This
Would you want-
is a lady who tells it how it is.
No, this is a man who tells
Well,
you how it
yes,
is.
but you know, I was
Oh, it's all about calling it what it is. It is what it is.
Really, Queen?
Is that a bloke?
That's a
Yes.
bloke.
I know.
tells it how it is.
Right then. But,
Let the Queen talk.
exactly, because for once, right, I agree.
What in the hell has a drag queen ever done to make you have so much respect for them and admire them so much? Other than put on makeup and jump on the floor and writhe around and do sexual things on stage. I have absolutely no idea why you would want that to influence your child. Would you want a stripper or a porn star to influence your child? It makes no sense at all. A drag queen performs in a nightclub for adults. There is a lot of filth that goes on, a lot of sexual stuff that goes on. And backstage, there's a lot of nudity, sex, and drugs. Okay? So I don't think that this is an avenue you would want your child to explore. They could explore dressing up at home like we all did, like all gay boys did. We all dressed at home and we had a great time. We had a great time with our girlfriend.
Enough of that. But you see what I'm saying?
Says it how it is.
Even get it off, it's sick. I know, but the point was, right, even you know what I mean, the trans community are saying this is fucked up.
What you doing?
You know what I mean? So it can't be that everybody who's straight's standing around and going, this is a fucking an abomination, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? Because that ain't the case, is it?
I'm just struggling to understand why he didn't make the point without the makeup and all the shit on the hair and shit. Just to forget, if he's going to say some sensible shit, say it like a normal person. Don't.
Oh,
drag
he's
it
saying
like
it
that.
as he is as a performer, isn't it? You know, and why would you
Yeah, well, for
want?
me, if he's a performer, yeah,
just
he should
said.
just,
Said it
I know.
perfectly.
yeah. But I don't know. Maybe without the makeup.
Yeah.
Well, without the makeup and everything, you wouldn't know he's transgender, probably.
There is that.
One of those little hair nets, that kind of gives it away.
Holding a shark.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, how do we combat this? I mean, you know,
We've got to show outrage.
what do we do?
We've got to show that this is outrageous. What are you doing?
Well, in the old days, you'd say write to your MP, but the MPs are complicit in this.
Yeah.
On the early days, they'd have probably done a lot worse.
Well, in the early days, people had fucking a bit of a moral compass. I haven't seen fucking anybody in power that's come out with a moral fucking compass just lately.
No, they're all morally bankrupt.
Every one of them, their moral compass spins on a fucking magnet, depending on where the money's at.
Well, I think Libs of TikTok's doing a great thing, but she's over in the US. We kind of need a one over here. That's a good start.
Don't give them a platform.
Yeah, but the scary part is that they're not teaching it in all the states over here in the US yet, in all the schools. And the scary part is that what happens over here eventually happens across the pond and vice versa.
Yeah.
Well,
so you're to blame, right?
Don't we?
Over here.
But ex-Army Paz, shout out to him. There's nothing we can do because when we do, we get labelled as far-right Nazis and our lives get ruined. Yes, mate.
Yeah, we've got to get past that.
Yeah.
We really have got to get past that and say we don't care about your effing names anymore.
I mean,
go fuck yourselves.
I asked the school to give me my grandson's timetable, so I know when he's got this lesson. Being it's mandatory and it's not sex ed, when does he have this lesson? Can you give me his timetable? Up to yet, the school have refused to give me the timetable. They're just hoping that the baby's just going to go back to school, they can indoctrinate him, push this fucking sick shit down his throat, and then after the fact they'll go, oh, here's his timetable. Which is too late now because we've already fucking done it. Now, a quote from the fucking school teacher's mouth, right, was, well, next week's going to be a difficult one. Why? Why would next week's lesson be a difficult one if it's not sex education?
Maybe they're bringing in a tranny to do a dance.
208.
Exactly. I don't know. At the end of the day, we don't fucking know because this PSHE citizenship KS1 bollocks does also cover fucking the LBGT fucking all that bollocks, transgenderism. You know what I did notice.
Would a parent be able to sit in on that lesson?
No, you can't have parents in the school. See, parents might be paedophiles, so they can't go to school and sit in the school. You know what I mean?
Got that wrapped up in the bow, haven't they?
I mean, for fuck's sake, they even stopped at one point, right? You being able to take photos of your own kids at sports day. Yeah. Well, anyway.
And yeah.
What I have noticed in this, running through this website, is a common theme. I have not seen one white man with one white woman at all in this website. It just doesn't happen. I haven't seen it. I've seen every other type of mix you can have, but that. And I want to know why. We're a predominantly white country. I thought it would be, you know, representative of the country that it's in. And predominantly, white men and white women cohabitate in a white country. But it's as if it's been erased.
Now, they've labelled us as cis. That's fucking another new
I know, what in the...
A bro?
Sissy. Nobody calls me a sissy.
That's the only thing I can put along it.
Ban conquers but expose kids to this bullshit. Fucking damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the fucking state of the affairs of today. I'm surprised they ain't gonna ban football because it's too boisterous. We need to make a more, you know.
Well, they're trying to ruin sport as we speak.
Maybe they'll let the boys play football if they wear skirts. Because there's also been a spate of that, from what I've heard. Schools, like, you know, not
High on the
forcing.
curriculum of young lads to do in a lesson is netball.
No, there was a spate of them not forcing, per se, boys into wearing skirts. But if they went to school without wearing a skirt, they'd be sent home. Hey, what the fuck's that about?
Day off.
Degeneracy.
Yeah. Why are we trying to emasculate fucking men all the while? Why are fucking men being targeted? And nobody's like cottoning on and going, hang on a minute, have you not noticed what's happened over the decades? Because
Wonder if the kids have ever had scrapes and, and been, had little accidents playing sport and think, you wonder, are they all wrapped in cotton wool and then they're just hit? We're all after their brain and we want to turn these lot into a load of zombies.
Oh, I don't know, but there's something fucking seriously wrong in the way
Sexualizing children. I'd never thought I'd ever see this day in my world.
The moral compass of the people in power is no more. They haven't got a moral compass. They are fucking out and out degenerates. And I mean, yeah, could get into some serious fucking legal fucking bother with what I'm saying. But the fact of the matter is, I don't give a tuppenny fuck. If I get into trouble for calling out the fucking school and the government for sexualising fucking kids, alright, what are you going to do? Nick me? I still say, put me in jail. I'll still fucking say it when I come out. Because at the end of the day, this is fucked up. This is your
Jay
kids.
makes an interesting comment about that. They want to legalise paedo filth so they won't be prosecuted. That's what Jay's suggesting.
Yeah, and saving, what was it, 11 million fucking bucks next time round.
The thing is, these government, there's 600 and odd of them. I don't know how many good and decent amongst them, but it won't be many. And we need, and they know, and we need to get rid of these people. These people are monsters. They're mobsters, gangsters. Corruption is rife, right down their yellow spines.
Alan, 5% black, 5% Asian, 5% Muslim. I'm a white middle-aged multimillionaire man. There's only 1% of us in the UK. You don't hear me moaning about it. Just got to keep fucking on.
Yeah.
Fucking yes, mate.
I just want to put it out there, Alan, that I'm not gay, but I am available.
Yeah, any multimillionaires out there feel like adopting an old bloke, just let us know. We'll sort that out.
Yeah, or our sponsors, Panormal, Lamborghini.
Yeah, or Mercedes.
Well, at Alpha Claims Birmingham, you can get any car delivered to you within 1 hour, and those are today's sponsors.
Ooh. A car within an hour? I don't believe it.
Well, at Alpha Claims, you will, ba-bum. Hey, we've not rehearsed that either. How was that, eh? Fucking hell. Scarcity Studios, big shout out.
Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, we got to make more people aware of this bollocks, peeps. So if you've got kids, let other people's, other parents know what's going on. Share that fucking link. Go onto that website, have a look yourself, find out, get some information. Information's power. And when you're standing in front of the teachers going, okay then, this is what you're teaching them, you're talking shit down low to me face. which is what I'm going to be doing probably Monday morning, Tuesday. So if you don't see me next week, fucking any donations sent to one of the HMPs. Fucking
Especially Lamborghini.
yeah, there'll be the link in one of the descriptions somewhere of which nick you'll find me in. But yeah, have a look on that link. It's fucking wrong. Here's the link for the Discord. If you just get bored and you just want to chew the fat, have a crack. No.
So, mind you, we should really wait for Callow to get back to get onto the new highway code stuff that's going on. Better let Callow in because, you know, he'll need the angst and he'll get it out of his system.
Yeah.
Anyway, if it's going to cheer you up, I've just ordered a fucking webcam, alright?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, well done.
Wonders never cease.
Fuck off.
And
Gonna
Alan,
Sir.
and Alan, you're right. But a lot of them don't know about it because it's being kept very hush-hush.
Yeah.
Word salad is their weapon, and people's non-willingness to actually dive into that word salad and find out what it really means. Evening, Bobbo. Jay, we've got a few in the chat tonight, haven't we?
Hello, Jay. Hello,
Oh,
baby.
peeps. Yeah.
Bonjour, all.
Well, what else we covering as well?
Oh.
Well, we've got.
Okay. Sorry, after you.
Nothing like putting you on the spot,
No,
is
you
there?
carry on if you've got something. I have something, but we've got a long stream ahead of us.
Well, I was going. Well, I was going to go on about Biden on his push bike today or
Yeah.
yesterday.
Oh, falling off.
Even his bike
you know,
won't stand for him.
The more that they try to make that guy look young and energetic, the more it fails, and he even crashed a parked vehicle. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So we get on to the Rwanda farcical events.
Do we?
Do you want
Okay.
to?
Well, here's
Well,
the thing. I heard that the excuse me if any. All right, just on that, I heard that the lefties had celebrated too early. I think it was from Maya Tusi on one of his videos, saying that they celebrated too early because now that's forcing, to a degree, the UK to withdraw out of the ECHR. And
Yeah,
again,
best thing we
all
do.
of this, I think, is just fucking smoke and mirrors. It's bollocks.
Yeah.
Right.
And still, between up to 1,000 people a day are crossing that channel, ferried and taxed
Well,
by our beloved government
the
services.
government statistics today were 10,000 this year alone. And that's a government stat, so, you know, double, treble, quadruple,
Exactly.
like,
You
yeah.
stick, what was it, like 100,000 boats they were expecting, and now 40 to 80 per boat. And then we've got normal immigration, legal immigration,
Yeah, which is at
which,
its
by the way,
highest.
under Tony Blair, it went up from 50,000 a year pre Mr. Blair to 350,000 the day you walk through the fucking door. And I think it's gone even higher now.
Well, yeah.
And that's the legal.
You telling me that Priti Patel didn't know that the Human Rights Act in the EU was going to save these people from being fucking kicked out? Because that's what you're asking. That's what they're basically asking the country to believe, right? They're asking the country to believe that this person, right, who is that incapable of even knowing the fucking laws, is trying to get these people out the country. She didn't know that there was going to go to the European fucking Court of Human Rights and go, I need to appeal. More to the point, did you know so I called it the EU? Yeah, the thing that we're not fucking in anymore, allegedly. But we am. We still pay to them. We still cowtail to them. The only thing we don't do is get anything fucking back.
Yeah, globalists all the way fucking through. Took them 5 years to try and even get us out of the fucking thing. They tried to scupper that and even tried a government coup to stop fucking Brexit.
Yeah, but all they managed to do, mate, was say, yeah, it's Brexit, but nothing's fucking changed. Nothing's changed apart from now we're being punished like fucking naughty fucking school kids because we wanted to leave their fucking sorry ass.
And
That's
Must be the highest taxed people in the world.
and that free range and feral, you said there, Rwanda support could be more emphasis to gain support for the Human Rights Bill reform, and the Human Rights Bill reform is not going to be for any of our benefit, is it? Let's be honest.
No. We've got our own government are going against our country. It must be unique in the whole of human history that a government is going against its own people. In fact, persecuting its own people. Well, calling them racists.
I don't know about that so much, T, because I think it happens quite a lot in Korea, innit?
And all the time, and that's happened for a long time over here. It's just the illusion of democracy has slipped away with the advent of the internet and more alternative media. And then the fucking debacle that was the referendum, absolute shambolic behaviour of both houses, both chambers. It was fucking farcical for everybody to see, and John Burko and all of that bollocks.
It's like watching a fucking zoo.
Exactly. Exactly. And then seeing the election getting, stolen over in the States, and then seeing the bollocks that the fucking Democrats are pulling out. It's just bollocks everywhere. And it's all by design. I watched it live.
Yeah, and it went stupid.
I saw that graph go.
Rant over.
I also watched Jan 6 live with a multi-screen. I know who let them in. I saw the officers' faces that opened the door.
Here's the thing for you. What I want you to do is, when you go shopping, see if you've got big trolleys, because the Asda's here have stopped letting you have the big trolleys. You only allow the small trolleys. There we go.
Hang on. Look, yeah. I was just waiting for Free State to come out with a joke there.
No, I was busy doing something, mate.
No, I asked today why there were no big trolleys, because obviously
He's fucking pushing it though, isn't he? He's pushing it. The reason why there was no big trolleys, right, is because you was obviously you was too small to use them.
No, they don't want people.
What of your stature?
Do they still do the trolleys with the seats for the kids?
Yeah, but
we have to get in and out of.
They couldn't find my parents, so they took me out on it.
Oh, did you climb in and out of Jack?
Moves us perfectly to the highway code. And was it sunglasses?
So the thing is, when he's sitting there, right, he looks normal size. But
I have you.
What fucking people don't understand? That's a doll's house. He literally lives in a doll's house.
When we're in Discord, his nickname is the Borrower.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Oh, Tony, calm down. We know you get a little bit upset.
A little bit. Oh, you can't.
But so people can't overdo it on the shopping. In other words, they don't want you panic buying, so they've removed the big trolleys.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, fucking hell. I've just had an epiphany.
Oh. Let it
well,
dry
it
and
doesn't
change your trousers.
Hey, Carlo, Carlo,
Let's see
dude,
how high you can stack a trolley.
Yeah.
fancy going back to school?
What
We could
was
send
it?
him in as an
We are
undercover
undercover.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
We're going to dye the old hair then, are we? Get the wrinkles.
We'll say you're an albino.
Mate, there was a lad in our school, right, when I was at school from Afghanistan, yeah? He was meant to be the same age as us. Was he? Fuck, he was about 35 years old, man, but they still put him in our class. You know what I mean?
Half his
Fucking
fucking
unreal.
front teeth were missing.
Fucking, you know what I mean? Beard and
That
fucking
film, Billy
everything.
Madison.
But yeah.
Oh.
Robin Williams did a film, didn't he, with a film called Billy Madison, I think it was, or was that Adam Sandler? I don't know, one of them did. Where he went to school.
Robin Williams, yeah.
I'm not sure whether it was him or Adam Sandler which did that particular film. I'm not sure. I am mixing films up anyway. Don't matter.
They've both done one, mate. What was the name you said? Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, I think
Yeah,
that was
that
Adam
one
Sandler.
was
but I'm
Adam Sandler,
not
yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Robin
and
Williams.
the other one I can't remember. Yeah, but I can't remember the name of it off my head at the moment. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, go on. Carry on. Sorry.
Well, I'm overwhelmed.
I'm just dragging the quality of the show down. I'll shut up. Yeah.
Yes, so we're going on to the highway code. Go for that with sunglasses.
Oh, fucking hell.
Where do we see this?
Oh,
Well, how the fuck do you know if your sunglasses are, what we've got to all do now? Fucking turn up at cop shop and say, here's my sunglasses. Can you put me on one of them testers to make sure
No.
they're not too dark or
everybody who's got to buy themselves a light tinting testing meter to test not only the glasses, right, but to test the glasses and the tint on any of the screens that they've got. Because remember,
What degrees of sun?
fucking, if you've got a light tint on your fucking front windows, which you're legal to have just a light tint. If you're wearing glasses as well, that means that tint's now illegal.
Oh,
Don't
right.
I don't.
It's all about the
think
tint.
There's no way of doing this, is there?
The thing
It's
is,
just
where in the
most
highway
ridiculous
code,
thing I've heard.
does it say you must carry sunglasses in your car?
It don't.
So how come now it's all of a sudden a legal requirement? Because you can get done for wearing them as well as getting done for not wearing them.
Well, as far as I'm aware, if it's not in the highway code, they can't do it for it. It's like the argument with if you go through amber, is it red? Because it says if you go through red, you can be prosecuted if you get caught. Yeah, but it doesn't say amber, does it? It says red. It doesn't say amber and red. It says red. But I mean, I've seen loads of people being pulled over for going through amber. I mean, I'd argue fucking toss like, but
Oh, it's clear you should be able to go on amber.
Well, the way I call
Ready
it
to
is,
stop or ready to go.
if my nose has gone past that white line while that red's on fucking amber,
Yep,
I'm through.
you're good to go.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because it's
and it's not that
prepared to
as well. It's the thing of, is it safe to stop at the end of the day? If you've got a lot
Exactly. Very much
Yeah.
so.
amber, I mean, you ain't stopping. Even at low speeds, I don't care what anybody says. You're gonna go. You've got to go. You might as well just keep your foot on the accelerator and keep going.
Mind you, I've known a set of lights near me in Newcastle where it goes straight from bloody green to red almost. The amber flashes. I don't mean it actually flashes. It's more like it goes, it's constant green, amber, red. As fast as that. And that is a 60 road.
Yeah, it's not.
And I
good.
know a lad that slammed his brakes on to try and stop for it, and he skidded his motorbike into the intersection.
Well, yeah, I know it's ain't on the fucking list, but fucking lights on roundabouts. That's one of my fucking pet hates, that is. I fucking hate them, and that's the point. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a roundabout.
Yeah, but it all depends on how bad the roundabout is, doesn't it? Let's be
No,
honest.
because the roundabout should be functional.
The amount of cars.
They've been functional for fucking years without traffic lights on them.
Yeah, but some of them, if you sat there and waited to get out, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I agree with Callow on this. I've got a roundabout exactly the same.
Well, then it ain't a very functional roundabout, is he?
Yeah, but
They made it.
these planners don't know what functionality is, do they? Let's be honest.
I mean, if you've got a fucking A road and 2 fucking B roads coming off it, the chances are, if you're coming out of that B road, you're going to be there a very long fucking time.
Well, there you go. That's why they've just put traffic lights on it to stop it. So,
Yeah, there's so much fucking traffic. You'd be just watching it go fucking round and round.
Yeah.
Except for you get a lot of red light jumpers, and you can't pull out of that B road because of the red light jumpers.
It should help some road rage, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
It pisses me off. Yeah. That's why I tend to take a little detour and actually join the dual carriageway before getting to that roundabout.
The Great Estate Part 2 escape in the Great Reset. No shit.
Yeah, it's me, Jay, and we one were doing a runner. I'm just trying to book an outside cabin on the raft.
Oh, fuck it, yeah, that lads. He's taking care of himself.
Looking right, I am.
Hey, I'm going to pretend to come out. I'm going to pretend to come aboard on a fucking one of the coasts in a dinghy, mate. Home to fuck off to Rwanda.
Hey, it might be a fucking idea to get in a cheap holiday.
Well, they are today's sponsor, Visit Rwanda. Rwanda National Tourist Board is sponsoring today's show. And they're also sponsoring the country's Black Disability Month, which will be coming up, by sending all their old and infirm to this country. So, thank you, Rwanda.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see how that's going to work, because the idea is you're supposed to send a plane out to them to fill it up to come back, and we haven't sent one to them. So, tough luck there.
Yeah, and there's another thing, right? We're about to send, or we was going to send, well, allegedly we was going to send, but we all know it won't never going to fucking really happen. But we was allegedly about to send fucking 6 people on a fucking 200-seater fucking plane halfway around the fucking world.
Probably.
Halfway around the fucking world, and no cunt's gone, what about your carbon footprint?
Well,
No,
$500,000 spent on Liz Truss getting to fucking Australia, you should know.
Hang on, Bojo's just fucked off back to the Ukraine. Nobody's gone, oh, what about your carbon footprint?
Yeah, what's up with fucking video conference calling?
I mean, here's another fucking thing. I want to go to fucking Birmingham. I have to pay the cunt £8 now to get in there. Because of my carbon footprint.
Double slap in the face. Why would you want to go to Birmingham in the first place? Fucking hell.
Well, there is that.
Honestly, the bloke's never been to fucking Ukraine in his life. He's probably got a fucking mansion out there. He's probably got fucking plenty stuck away somewhere. Allegedly.
Fucking price of diesel. Stupid. I had a chatter about some haulage companies are going to start doing a rolling roadblock, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Apparently, it started this week. They did the A1, but here's the thing: they have one earmarked. I think it's next week or sometime for the bridge over the Forth. You know, Prince Charles Bridge, and people are complaining. Actual car people are complaining. You know, they're not doing it. If you could pass this on, they're not doing it because they want cheaper fuel just for themselves. They want it for everybody. Because what you're forgetting, that the reason why these lorry drivers and the companies are doing it is because it's getting expensive. Now, the point of the matter is, it gets passed on your food. It gets passed on.
Making it more difficult to fucking feed the country.
Well, you'll think about it, right? In January, 40% of our diesel will stop. So that will leave a gap of 40%. Have you heard Boris come up with a plan saying, "Oh, it's no problem, folks. We've got a plan to sort this 40% of diesel that we get from Russia that we won't be getting in January."
Mate, that cunt don't even know who's at a party, for fuck's sake.
Well,
Yeah.
let's look at as politicians. You've got Labour Party that, if you ask them what a female and a male is, they can't answer it. And these cunts want to run the country. I mean, come on, for fuck's sake. It's only like here in Wales. What a bunch of fucking clowns.
Have you
mean,
but they
noticed
do like the
around
sheep
the
in
world
Wales.
as well? There's loads of food plants going up on fire.
Yeah, warehouses have been mysteriously ablaze for some reason.
10,000. Someone asked me the other day, how do 10,000 cattle, beef, get killed in one day? And I suggested it must have been a barbecue for 300,000 people.
Well, whoever's doing this, I would put them on the same stage as crimes against humanity.
I mean, to be fair, look, Officer Tatum, black guy, you know, from America.
Yeah.
Right, he put out that video and he was going, man, this, and then he subsequently released a video yesterday, day before yesterday, I was wrong.
Today.
Okay, guys, I've spoken to a few ranchers over in America. Do you know how many cattle we've got? Do you know how small this is? And this is because it was all they were being put to feed, and that feed is what fattened them up for them to be put into dog food. Because it's a statistic that happens.
Well, it's like, well, we were looking at something, right? And we were talking about this whole green agenda, and they want everybody to have electric cars. Slight problem with that. They've actually reopened an old coal-burning power station, and they've extended the lives of the other coal-burning power stations in this country. Now, that tells you all you need to know.
Also, they've got to power the electric cars somehow.
Well, this is the thing. This winter, you with your electric cars, which I will be laughing my socks off at, because I can't wait for them to be whinging like full, you're not going to get any electric for your cars. Not going to charge them up, because there won't be enough electric.
Fossil fuels are doing that for you, you bunch of electric people, not to mention the poor kids digging up all the coal by barefooted and empty.
And did you see that it's that, right, for the equivalent of making one electric car, you can run a petrol, I think it was, car for 55,000 miles.
50,000 I saw, yeah.
50,000 miles.
Then you got to change the battery.
Right. No, we're on about petrol cars, Tate. For petrol cars, you can run for 50,000 miles, and you would have the same carbon footprint as producing one electric car.
But that all depends. I watched the one with Volvo, right? Volvo built the same type of car in petrol and electric. So they had the most perfect test, yeah? And don't forget, this is over
don't forget, it's fucking bollocks. Because it's not needed.
Yeah, we know that, but they're the ones that did the most bang up to date and matching tests because they could test it between cars. Now they worked out it was 25 year. 25 year. That electric car to break even with the petrol car.
Yeah. And then probably because of the usage, you'd need to buy a new battery.
Of course you would. You'd be fun by then.
And free, I sent you a DM.
I can't.
Oh, right. Okay, well, basically, the WEF, right? You know, the World Economic Forum, they're trying to take a dumpster, saying, just look at Venus. Venus was an Earth-like planet. But climate change made it uninhabitable.
Oh, fuck
off. Oh, my word.
Right. So here we go. You're probably quite right. Uninhabited Venus experienced climate change naturally, just as Earth is experiencing it now. Excellent comparison, but rather defeats the man-made climate change theory.
Just by a long shot.
WEF.
Yeah.
Well, they go on about that 1 degree, but
Oh, yeah.
yesterday it was 81
Ridiculous.
degrees here, and then today it was 61 degrees here. You know what I mean? 20 degrees. That's in 1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing, they're saying climate change, but it's still the planet's heating up. Yeah. Now, if that's correct, that the planet is heating up and we've got global warming. Now, global means global. It don't mean localized. It means global.
Huh.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, it weren't so fucking hot in this country, so I guess it don't affect us here. So why the fuck are we bothering? Let's let everybody else sort the fucking problem out before we start bothering. You know, global warming's not touching us. Oh, but
Again, one volcano eruption is more than the history of man has ever made.
Yeah. And did we have one of them recently?
Yep.
yeah, we've had a couple this year, haven't we?
Yep.
Well, we had that one that fucking ground everywhere, didn't he? Like,
Yeah.
that was a few years back, but I mean, fucking.
Exactly. I mean,
Well, did you-
then the retards start arguing that, well, yes, we're just making it worse, though, because that's what's making. Hang on, stop. Out of that entire existence as humanity, that one
Yeah.
volcano has done more than we have. What are you talking
Ever.
about?
And
Yeah.
probably more than we'll ever do.
Yes.
And
And
more
that's
to the
the
point,
Earth doing that.
carbon
Because it
neutral.
likes having carbon for the plants.
Yeah, well, carbon neutral means no you. You die. When we get to
Yeah,
carbon neutral,
simple.
you're already dead.
So if you think cows are fucking farting out more harmful gases than petrol cars, here's a deal. You sit in a garage with a car running, and I'll sit in a garage with a cow. See who comes out tomorrow. Fucking ridiculous.
Well, it all depends. You won't because.
Well, I won't because I'll run out of Stella.
Not only that, if cow farts, you fucked it. But it's a load of bollocks anyway.
Yeah.
I watched a thing today about what the using poop as energy. Yeah.
Been using methane gas for energy for years.
methane.
I remember that.
real.
Isn't Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
Right, but the point of the matter is, it's like a few years back I had an argument with when we run out of North Sea gas. Remember that one? When we run out of that, said, "Oh, gas is going to run out, and we need to sort it out because gas is going to run out." And I'm looking at them and I think, "You stupid," and they're like, "Oh, you know, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, when you go for a shit, you create gas." Because when it breaks down, it's like when trees molt, or if that's what you want to call it.
When
well,
trees molt.
That's on a mature level.
Yeah. You lose the fucking off. You know what I
We
mean?
used to fucking laugh
bless.
at doomsdayers, didn't we?
Fucking when trees molt.
Right, well, you know, when the
You're
fucking...
not a fucking dog.
All right.
Old autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking-
You cunt.
Now about that for climate change.
yeah.
It's gone from summer to autumn.
Yeah. But the point of the matter is, we've got gas all over the place. We'll never, ever run out on this planet of gas unless the sun sets us on fire, and which is most probably in billions of years' time, which we definitely won't be around to see. So, yes. So, the scaring people with we're going to run out of gas or we're going to run out of fossil fuels is bollocks.
The bomb is real.
Oh dear. Yeah. So basically, why aren't we using hemp?
Why are we using what?
Hemp.
I am at the minute.
Well, again, I mean, if you Do you understand why? I understand. Let me rephrase. I watched a video coincidentally the other day about why hemp was made illegal in the USA, because hemp was and at one time it was point it was legal tender. Forgive me if I'm teaching you to suck eggs.
Naturally, you are, but carry on.
Yeah, and then cotton being in the currency and blah de blah de blah. And so it was then ultimately outlawed by a guy that monopolised the market. Yeah.
Yeah. Hemp
Yeah.
is a carbon neutral.
Mm.
And it can make several thousand things. And not only can it make several thousand things, but it makes it fucking good quality. I mean, for instance, paper. It's the best fucking paper you'll get. It doesn't get yellow in time like fucking wood paper does.
Mm-hmm.
It stays as bright white as it ever fucking was. I mean, there is no reason why we shouldn't be having fucking fields of hemp. Save the trees, I hear. Well, okay, let's save the trees by not cutting them down to make paper for a start. Let's grow hemp.
If I remember correctly, it was called marijuana by the Mexicans. Because that was their name for it. Yeah. Well, apparently,
hemp is a cousin of marijuana. They're the same. They're the same.
Yeah, the Mexicans, and so what they tried to differentiate was that there was a bit of a racial thing, dare I say, going on that was fueled by the guy that was in charge, that was pushing. When they were using the word marijuana, they were going, right, this is bad. This is the Mexicans. Hemp is good, but hemp can't be used because of the bad connotations of marijuana.
Yeah. People fucking get... Because hemp, I mean, if you grew hemp and you grew weed, right? Marijuana, ganj, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? If you grew them both, if you've got a male fucking ganja plant and a hemp plant, they look fucking enough the same. There is no fucking THC or any fucking psychoactive fucking properties in hemp. There's just not. But because it's so hard to fucking differentiate between the fucking two, they've just gone, we're banning it. So, the banned it. And it wouldn't surprise me. Like you say, somebody had a fucking quango with a finger in the pie somewhere that went, hang on, that's going to fuck my business up. I'm going to lobby to get that fucked off.
Yeah, we don't want it challenging cotton.
Yeah, I mean, a bit like now, the drugs minister's husband that owns the biggest fucking cannabis farm in fucking Europe. But
that's THC.
And that's THC. That's actual fucking cannabis for medical use. Now, the drugs minister says you can't have cannabis for medical use because there's no benefit to cannabis for medical use. But yet, give her husband the fucking go-ahead to grow fucking acres of it.
Maybe they haven't had that conversation in the house.
Well, maybe fucking the reason why she gave it to him and not anybody else is because they want to keep a fucking monopoly on it. That's why
they get levered.
Yeah, thing is, she lobbied for that company of her husband. She broke the rules.
Of course she broke the fucking rules.
They don't care. They don't
care about it. I think it's about time we had a party. A system was set up where normal people like us were sit and we listened and we checked the what money is coming in and what they're spending the money on. And if we find out that, they're using it, I mean, like porn videos at the time, remember that? Or DVDs, somebody's husband, and then put it on expenses, jolly decent of them. But yeah, they paid it back, but but at least we found out that they were watching fucking porn, didn't we?
That poor sock.
Yeah, I mean, then again, if I were married to somebody like fucking treacherous fucking Theresa May, I'd be wanting to watch porn because I wouldn't want to be climbing in bed with that. Ooh.
Oh, the robot fucking ironing board. Oh, dear.
Yeah, the one that's also got a fucking shareholding in the biggest cannabis farm in fucking Europe.
Exactly.
Oh, and her
husband. How much she does unannounced.
and her husband owns fucking a decent share in Lockheed Martin that she decided to use their fucking missiles to bomb Syria with. You know, letting
What a
herself.
surprise. I wonder if they'll be using them now in Ukraine, maybe.
Not sure, but I mean, netted her somewhere in the region of 600,000 fucking quid in her back pocket. So, you know, not that obviously she would do anything to fucking fund her own fucking ways.
Mere crumbs, sir. Mere crumbs.
I mean, fuck. When, I mean, the government has a lot to fucking answer for, and the matter is, the people don't hold the government to account.
No.
And we can't.
And that's why we need a outside body that works for free, that do it in their own time, to keep an eye on these politicians. And there, at the same time, your accounts can be looked at. So, you know, nobody's slipping your backhand to keep not to watch what these fucking scumbags are up to.
Well,
they might then stick to the rules.
I don't think any fucking politician should have any money invested in anything that they could possibly sway.
Exactly.
Like the drugs minister. She shouldn't be able to give contracts to her husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shouldn't be...
Nepotism.
That shouldn't be a fucking thing. You know, Prime Minister's changing the contracts for whose bombs we're going to use because they've got an invested interest to do so. I mean, none of this should be a fucking thing. Government fucking pushing fucking sexualization of fucking kids so they get a fucking meeker fucking population in the future that don't even know whether the boys or fucking girls anymore because, you know, everything's about fucking diversity, inclusivity and fucking everything else. Like I said before, when has the exception fucking outweighed the rule ever before? Gays, lesbians, fucking LBG, all that bollocks. You are the minority. Why are we fucking letting the minority fucking bend the rules of fucking things for degeneracy towards kids? Why?
It's not just in that area, though, is it, my friend? It's in every area of society.
We are being attacked on all fronts.
Yeah, and they're going for the kids, obviously. That's an obvious
a multi-cent siege.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Even with some of the fucking channels that I subscribe to, I say even me as though I'm a fucking font of anything. Fucking some of the things, I'm watching them, I'm going, you what?
Well, they're wanting us to pop.
What's that all about?
Yeah, that's what they're after. They want us to pop.
Yeah, but
it's like electric cars and that. We're already to give them zero road tax. I mean, I'm watching a guy who's got one of these Porsches, electric Porsches, and he actually had to charge it up, not on a free one. He couldn't get a free one. And he actually admitted the mileage that he got from that charger and the cost, it would have been cheaper to have a diesel car at this moment in time with the fuel prices so high.
Didn't he put like £10 on it and it only give him like 60 mile?
It didn't give him that. He put what were it? £18.92 or something on it. And he actually got 65 miles for his £18 something.
yeah. But just remember, you already had a 7% of his battery in the first place.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like he was saying, now he's stuck with an electric car, and like he said, it was really thinking about what after. I don't know. He's probably got it on finance. It's a company car, so once it runs its course, will it be going back to diesel? It'd be a nice thing to ask this guy, or petrol. You know what I mean? Will it be going back to a combustion engine once this car's comes to his contract end or
Say
whatever.
you're nearly empty, right? Say you're nearly empty, and you need to charge your car. How
Yeah.
long would it take you to fully charge your car, charging it at that point? How long would that take?
Well, he got home right, and it wasn't flat. I think he had 14% left in his car, and he got home about, we'll say, 6 o'clock at night, even though he set off at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, right. He got home and it charged up, and it actually been to 2 separate charging points to actually get him home. So he put so much in there, went there, and then finished off there, yeah? When he got home, he showed you, because he was at home on his own charger, it showed you that he got home set 6 o'clock. It won't be fully charged until 7 o'clock in the morning. So if you wanted to go anywhere at night,
No, the place would be at a standstill.
Right. I can do, say, 1,800 mile in a day, right? In the car. All I gotta do is stop maybe fucking 45 minutes filling up time. Say an hour each shot. Fucking say 3 hours, right? Add 3 hours onto the journey time for petrol stops, diesel, whatever. How long will it take somebody in an electric car to do the same journey?
about 3 days.
Be like Lawrence of Arabia.
That's if you can find a place to charge up.
Right, so
Yeah, that's true.
now you've got the cost of, the car to start with, then finding how much it is and if you can find somewhere to charge the fucking thing. Then while it's charging, finding a hotel to stay in for 3 days.
I'll wave into the crowd.
They were saying, right, but don't forget with these superchargers, especially if we take a Tesla, Teslas can, I think, supercharge from 20% up to 80% in 30 minutes, yeah? If you can find the superchargers, yeah?
Don't forget, if you fast charge a car, it kind of kills it really quick.
Yeah, but you're only allowed to do it so many times. That's what the warranty says. So, but the problem is, and this guy has proven this, is this. Say you've got, like he's got a Porsche, he does his charging, he's got to be clock watching, because the minute he drives in, he's got 2 hours. That is it. After that 2 hours, he gets charged for parking. He gets fined for being there over the 2 hours. And this is the problem that these electric car owners have been finding out. Yes, the electricity that they're putting in the car may be cheap, but they forgot, and the cars took 3 or 4 hours to charge. So then they've gone and then said it's cost them like 10 quid. Ooh, we only put 10 quid. It's cost us 10 quid for 300 miles, yeah?
They're relying on the ignorance, aren't they, of people?
Yeah. What it's cost them is actually 45 quid, because you just got a £35 charge for being over the time in this park, and they're doing the nut over it. And you've got likes of Quentin saying, well, that it shouldn't be allowed. Yeah, it should be. Of course it should be. You wanted an electric car, you want to be so-called green, you should be punished for it, because it's your fault that the electric grid will not be able to cope with the electricity.
Fucking quite right, Cal.
Hey?
Yeah.
I said fucking quite. What do you mean? No, don't make it what you calling me, you cunt. No, don't make it that. I said I agreed with you. I said fucking quite right, Cal.
Right? And on top of that, there's a professor's come out and said that costs the EV, they use more tyres. On top of that, he's also said, which they've tried to rubbish, but don't forget, he's a professor of this sort of stuff, but they tried to rubbish him and say, he don't know what he's on about, he's a pudding. He said that them tyres push out more CO2s or whatever than a diesel or a petrol car, yeah? So you think about it, an electric car will go through a set of tyres, through 2 sets of tyres to a normal set of a car, a standard car with a diesel or a petrol engine in, yeah? So therefore, they're putting more pollutant in. So they're not so green, but they like to push it as green.
Yeah, but what
I'm
didn't they bring out, or was they're not going to be bringing out a tyre tax as well?
Well, that's what they're all arguing about now. Not like Quinton and all that.
They're relying on people not to inform themselves of this. They're relying on the ignorance of people. And when it actually comes face to face with them and it don't work out,
yeah,
they don't realise they've all been fucking conned.
Well, you'll think about it, yeah. They've done this, and I can't believe people are still falling for it. Remember when they gave that thing, diesel's the king? Give a diesel car. Diesel still is king, whether you like it or not, because you won't get as much mileage than from a petrol than a diesel. You won't get the same bounce for your buck with electric or petrol than diesel. Simple as. It don't matter what you say. But the point of the matter is they're saying it's dirtier, so we've got to tax it more. And we've already been told and proven that diesel is cheaper to make than petrol.
Yeah.
So why are we allowing them to get away with charging 14p more per gallon? It's just
because we keep on fucking paying
him. That is true. But the point is, if you want to go about in your car, you've got to pay it.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
But here's another truth, right? The people fucking, put to the back of the fucking queue, right? If you don't get to fucking work, the GDP of the country goes down.
Yeah.
And if every cunt just goes for a week, I ain't going to work because the price of petrol's too fucking high for me to pay the fucking cost, which some families, I dare say, are fucking weighing up right now. Hang on. With the fucking cost of diesel and petrol going through the roof, the cost of fucking gas going through the roof, the cost of fucking electric going through the roof, and everything else, can I actually afford to get to work now?
Yeah.
And,
well, it's not just,
you know what I mean?
It's not just your petrol or your diesel, is it? Your car insurance has gone up as well, because tax has gone up.
Everything's fucking gone up. But the point,
your road tax has gone up.
The point I'm trying to make is, right, if everybody was to actually fucking stand together, which I know is a fucking big ask, but the country's got to fucking at some point say enough's enough. We got fucking degeneracy being pushed on kids. We're getting fucked over left, right and centre by the fucking tax. We're getting fucking raped at the fucking petrol stations for no reason. There isn't any reason for this. It's a load of bollocks. They say it's all to do with Ukraine and Russia. I say go fuck yourself, Izzy. It's all to do with you want to make stupid amounts of fucking money. I mean,
yeah, well, you fight back.
Yeah, well, to fight back, legally to fight back, the only way that we can fucking actually fight back, right, is to withhold labour.
Yeah.
You withhold your fucking labour for a week and this country fucking, you know what I mean? It's fucked.
You'd need a mass movement for that because just a few people here and there ain't going to do nout.
Exactly. You need the masses. You need everybody to come together and go, yeah. If you got half of the fucking population of the country to go, right, this week I ain't going to work. I ain't even picking up the fucking phone. I'm doing fuck all. The country would fucking be in the shit. And people would start be going, oh, hang the fuck on. What are we going to do here, lads? Oh, you want us to drop that? Yeah, no worries. Do you want us to drop this as well? Yeah, no worries. Fucking, is there anything else? Yeah, well, the fucking reach around wouldn't go amiss after all these years too. You know what I mean? We have more power than what we ever fucking believe that we have, but we only have power in numbers.
Yeah, and at the moment they've been putting us against each other, and especially in America. Look how America's gone. I mean, the blacks are now waking up and realising that they have been put against the whites. And
critical race theory. Fuck off.
Yeah. All right. But, like I said, it's happening here. It's been happening.
But it's, again, every single Western country, well, okay, I can only talk about Canada, North America, and the UK, to be fair. But dumbed down is not the word. I mean, you ask anybody in America who's a president, who's the prime minister of England, they'll go, "Oh, I don't know, Saddam." Yeah, you ask a lot of people who's the president of America, they go, "Oh, I don't know, Khomeini." You know, everybody's been. Well, I mean, I'm using obscure examples, but they've been dumbed. People have been dumbed down by our governments purposefully.
Yeah, well, it's like this thing of at BBC. Now, I could safely say there's 33 people watching, and the people in here, I bet not one of us would agree that the BBC is worth its money. Not one of us.
Fucking hell, no.
No.
And there we
I
go.
want them eradicated.
Right. Well, there you go.
I seriously want them to go subscription based, just so I can watch them fold. Because if it wasn't for the fact that it's a government bought, government paid for, and fucking taxpayer funded by force, I don't think the BBC would have fucking lasted as long as it has, with all its woke fucking bullshit and agenda, and its lies and misrepresentation of what happens in the country.
I mean, even now, things like, was it GB News that had on, you remember that cunt, John Sweeney, that's pissed up with the red glass of wine? They even had that cunt on again. I don't know if it's GB.
Good Morning Britain.
Oh, was it Good Morning? Was it? Oh, well, there.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah. And as soon as I saw that cunt come up, I'm like, no, I can't even. I just can't.
Right, it's the point that he's 100% behind it. Yeah, you're 100% behind it because you're arse-licking trying to get your job back. But we don't care, Mr. Sweeney. Go fuck yourself, you alcoholic prick. On taxpayers' money again. Because let's face it, it is taxpayers' money.
Well, that was the point that got me. Wasn't it? Well, maybe got a lot of people.
The gloating.
Yeah, the gloating. Well, this is just on me on another go. We'll have the most expensive animal. We can do this all day. Fuck you, cunt.
Yeah, we don't have to pay for it. That's the thing, though, isn't it? It's dead easy spending some of a cunt's money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Piece of fucking piece.
Maggie put it well, didn't she? It's all very well being a socialist to run out of other people's money.
Yeah.
Could I just spark something out, please, for a sec? Would you post the link in the chat to what we were talking about right at the start of the stream? You know, the twinkle bollocks?
Yep.
Because Lisa Fenn, I think she might have missed it, and it'll give her a sleepless night. She'll thank me for it.
But like at the end of the day, it's always let's see how much we can rip the taxpayer off. And I think it's time we start slowly with small bits like.
We could start with VAT, surely, now we're out the EU.
Well, that's the thing, innit? You work it out. What is the VAT on gas and electric now? 10%, innit? Because they put it up another 5% in budget. Yeah, just for the fun of it, they thought, cost of living crisis, so let's put it. Yeah, we know they're going to put it up, but we'll put that up. Because what we can do is we can play with it and con people, and we'll give them a couple of months, and then when winter comes in, people actually start saying, you can go fuck yourself, we've had enough, we're coming out on the streets. We can't afford these winter bills. Neither can my grandparents that you told us that we couldn't go see through pandemic to save them. But now it's okay to freeze them to fucking death. But the point of the matter is, yeah, it's 10%. But they could get rid of that now. There's no excuse for waiting until winter. Get rid of it now. Not on top of that, they can also cut that 30% off for giving it to these pricks that pay to have wind turbines and solar farms.
On fuel.
Right, yeah. If they're not careful, they will. And I think personally, tinfoil that time is that they've done it to bankrupt everybody. you'll have nothing and you'll be happy. Well, I've got news for you. When I lose everything, I won't be happy, and I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Any which way I can, I will get you.
We need to get rid of them as soon as possible.
If I lose everything, so will you, because I will remind people, hang on a minute, they think it was great for you to have nothing. It's time we took away from them and shared it among everybody else.
Yeah, I've just put that link in chat a couple of times. I
Thank you.
noticed when I clicked on it, though, it took me to the page, but it wasn't the page.
Oh.
It took you to the overall. So if you click on that link and then put in PSHE KS1 and click the search, it then brings you to what we was discussing. PSHE
What?
and Citizenship KS1 Growing Up Unit Pack, where they discuss the same things in that as they do as in the RSE.
Yeah, look at what Lisa Finn's saying.
Yes, good news. She rejected it.
Yeah, fair play.
Nice one, Lisa.
Yeah.
Now then, this afternoon's sponsors are Matchmasters. Many of you will know Matchmasters for spending all their money on Robbie Williams, which is why they're down to us. It's straight through the bottom of the barrel and they're down to us. So you can download your Matchmasters app in your local Play Store. Free State's not impressed with that. We are getting money for that one.
Oh, happy days.
What? Hang on. Do I get a free set of teeth out of this?
No.
Oh, all right. No, I'm not.
I bet I have to pay tax on it.
How about
No.
well-worn pebbles?
But you can get 2 complimentary tickets to the Gay Pride March in Manchester.
What
Well, you
happened to one in London?
Well, they're all over the place. There's one every month.
All right.
They have a month, and then they have one every month.
Hmm.
You can see grown men.
Christmas.
I was waiting for the Muslim one.
Well,
Yeah.
Trump's got the viewing rights on that.
I have
Yeah.
got the viewing rights, and I've got my press vest with non-combatant on. How far are the opposing sides? Oh, they're only a stone's throw away. Oops.
Oh.
Have we had any news on when it's due to take place?
Surprisingly quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shame.
Wasn't it meant to be early-ish, sort of?
April
March,
time.
April.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it got screwed over with COVID, didn't it? So, a bit like my holidays got screwed over with COVID, but we'll forget about that.
It might be getting screwed over with monkeypox this year.
Well, what we could do, if these wallies that are watching and are in chat, if they're joined Discord, we could have a office outing, couldn't we? On expenses. We'll go and watch it.
I'll be the one.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, so do I. Money to the government.
Yeah. I don't need
So they can
sex.
stuff it in the pockets.
I don't need sex. The government fucks me every day.
Yeah. Without lube.
You know, I'll tell you something, right? Next time I'm filling up the car, I ain't paying at the fucking pump, right? Because it's fucking had me in twice now, right? For me to pay at the pump, I have to put my card in, put my pin in. It charges me the first £100, but it debits my account for another £100 and holds that until the first £100's been paid, right? But then I have to take it out, put it back fucking in, pin number in, all that bollocks to fill the rest of my tank up now. Because I can't get it out of £100. Fucking. But then it takes another £100 off my card and holds that until the other part's been paid. You know what I mean? It's
So,
like
in other words,
£35.
what you're saying is that
For me to fill up my car
it
at the
costs
pump,
you.
it cost me
it costs you-
£335.
You are joking.
No, for me to fill up at the fucking pump
Yeah,
with
and
my
how much
card,
do you get back?
I get £200 back.
Right. There we go.
Why don't you go to Asda's? They only do take pound for.
Asda's.
Yeah.
You should have gone to Little Bush.
Okay.
Well, you go to Asda's, fill your petrol tank up, but it only shows £1 until they take rest on it out.
No, that one charges me 100. It debits the card for $100, man. It's a fucker. So the next time I ain't gonna pay at the thingy because that's a pain in the arse anyway. But I am gonna walk into the fucking petrol station with my hands above my head. I'm gonna just walk in there, and when they go, "What the fuck's the matter with you?" Because they're gonna fucking know me because I'm always, you know what I mean, filling up there. What's the matter with you? It'll be, well, this is the usual stance I take when I'm being fucking robbed. You know what I mean?
Or held hostage.
Yeah. Oh. And where's your bandana? Fucking at least make an effort.
Hey, and your pattern moustache.
You know what I mean? It's a fucking piss take.
I thought you'd go in with lube and just drop your britches and say, yeah, since you fucking bent me over for fuel, you might as well fucking finish, Joe.
Hey, get your lube and your animal nitrate from the float.
No, because that would be decent exposure and you get done. But what you could do is go in there and go, where's me fucking dinner? I mean, if you're going to fuck me, at least buy me dinner first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or at least introduce yourself.
Yeah. Go in there with a knife and fork.
Or, as Elephant said, you could have paid with cash.
You can't go at most of these filling stations now. A lot of them are unmanned. You turn up to go out the house, and that's it. There's nobody in it. You just got these pumps that you put your card in, and away you go.
I think there's too much administration for these people. They want everyone to stay indoors. Nobody's outdoors because they don't want to spend the money on being policing us. Transport. I don't think they're interested. They want everyone to fuck off and stay at home.
Every fucking petrol station round, and I've been all. But anyway, they're all either Tesco mini marts or this mini mart. That all of them, even the small ones, they're all ripping out areas. And well, I can't think of one in my area that isn't doesn't have a Costa coffee and all this sort of shit and bakeries in it. It's unbelievable.
Oh, it's what you call it now, isn't it? Even they've got a drive-through round our way for Greg's. It's awesome. Greg's and come out of the side. Cheers, pal.
That's him fed for the week.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be good for an autist. All those flakes all over the floor.
Hey, are they paying us for that fucking advert?
I don't know. To the chat.
No, but if you're listening, Greg's, we do it pretty cheap. So give us a call.
You'll do it for a sausage roll, won't you?
Oh, you Cornish fucking.
No. Hey, I'm posh, me. A steak bake or two.
Right, to the chat, I usually use cash as much as I can do because, you know what I mean, I don't want there to be a cashless society. But in some cases, it's just fucking one of them. And Alan, as far as I know, you can still get some ATMs that don't charge you, but I know that there's quite a few out there that still do. But depending on your card that you're drawing on, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm well.
But yeah. Fucking piss take though, ain't he?
Yeah, you've always got to play your own.
Yeah, paying money to get your own money.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they want, isn't it? Banks. They want to charge you per transaction. They want to use your money to earn them money and pay you fuck all interest when interest rates have gone up.
Because they obviously don't earn a lot of money, these banks.
Hey, Callow.
Yes.
Somebody's fucking mentioned you.
Oh.
Elephant. Just mentioned soggy whiskey.
Oh dear.
Oh, you pack it in with fucking the thought of that.
Oh, don't play coy. We all know you fucking love it.
Oh, dear, man. Who the fuck plays that kind of game? Who agrees to play that kind of game?
Yeah.
The Mormon started.
Yeah, you see, he's practiced that sound a little bit too much, hasn't he?
You lot keep saying dirty fucking things like that. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh, you got educated last night, Wardy. Was it last night, lads, or the night before about a blumpkin?
yeah, last night Ethan let me in on it.
Oh, hey,
Ethan let you in on a blumpkin? Oh, really? Tell us more.
Yeah. It
well,
was
we did.
Hey.
Yes, so that's all right.
yeah. And it was
Well, it's the first time I've been informed.
Well, first you need a bird, and second you need a toilet.
Yeah.
Or, in Hello's case, a bird, a toilet, and a step to get on the bug.
No, I don't. I don't need. We've just got a lower toilet. There you go. They do make them now.
No, them are called potties.
Yeah. He moved
Well.
into Warwick Davis's old house.
It fucking works for me. I don't give a toss. As long as I'm not shitting in my pants.
What, anymore?
Oh.
Well, anyway, moving on.
Yes.
So what else have we got there, peeps? What else is fucking, you know what I mean? Being fucked up. Apart from everything.
Mm.
Bit of an ASCII. As soon as cash hits the bank, I suck it out. I suck it dry immediately. Yeah. Jay?
Yeah, he's going to fit in on Discord. I've seen he's joined.
The money before anybody gets the wrong idea. Oh, right. Just checking. I ain't reading that. But anyway.
Mind you, the banking in China, they've apparently, to stop people withdrawing the money, they've pressed them all red on their apps so they can't go anywhere.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Alan just posted a link in. Barclays to close 117 branches in 2022. 14 more closures announced. So if they shut...
Oh, well, I'll just have to close my bank account then, won't I?
Well, yeah, because if they're shutting down all the places where you can walk in and get your cash from, because you can only draw so much out of a cash machine, can't you? If you want to withdraw, you know what I mean, a lump sum of fucking wonga, you got to go into the bank.
If I can't talk face to face with them in my own town, don't want anything to do with them.
Very, very sinister goings on in this fucking crap hole at the moment with these globalist cunts.
Well, I mean, one at banks here where I live, they've turned it into a fucking funeral directors. Like shit.
No, it didn't turn into a Weatherspoons.
Mm. Yeah, but I suppose, I mean, they're investing early, aren't they? Getting ready for rush.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's an investment opportunity, I'd say.
Mm. When this winter comes and Oldens can't afford to put the gas and electric on.
Already in it.
Yeah.
250 at the ATM. I think you can get up to 500 or 600, but I think you have to have that on your account or something. But
Yeah.
It's 250. I thought it was 250.
A lot I think. It's to stop people getting fucked over and robbed, any. You know, march to the checkpoint and having the bank accounts emptied. And by the way, that urban myth, if you put your card in the machine and put your PIN number in backwards, it calls the police. It's a load of bollocks, if you ever heard that.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got a password that can be put in backwards as well.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if your PIN number's 1111.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pretty much fucked. But yeah, Cartman, South Park. Yeah. It's fucking true though, isn't he? Don't just trust something that bleeds for 5 days and don't die. Especially when he's got such a fucking axe wound. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You're not living fucking dangerously, you are.
well,
Just because we haven't been banned yet Can we go on about the hot weather and a warning that dehydration could lead to blood clots?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Hot
And
weather, yeah.
The MSM, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Express.
So,
If I'm not mistaken, right, since, I should say, 2019-ish? Since 2019 onwards, right, heart attacks are definitely going to be more of a thing. And the reason for that is, there is no reason. Okay? It's just
Well,
going to be
there
a thing now.
no,
There is no
there
reason
is-
for it.
Mate.
There's lots of reasons. But there's non-reasons.
Mm.
Go on, mate. What?
There was the statistics were released only a couple of days ago about the increase in mortality rate in the UK from sudden adult death syndrome, sudden child syndrome, and heart attacks. And it's astronomical, but
Yeah.
none of these figures
Yeah, but
are being publicised by the mainstream media.
Yeah, but you
Is it
can't.
up by
You can't
40%
look
or
at this. Look. Just stop looking at it. Yeah.
Or is it 400?
Just fucking. Just nod and smile and go. It's just gonna happen, right? There is no reason.
Nothing to see
Nothing
here.
has happened in the last 2.5 years at all.
Nothing.
Right? Nothing new has been about or been created
Nope.
or manufactured or fucking
No.
stamped. Nothing has happened. Right? So now it's just going to
Nothing.
happen. Just one of them things.
Yeah. It's, evolution.
It's the sun and the moon and the stars
and
in the
stars
sky.
and the sun.
And gain of
And they
function's
do
got
that.
nothing to do with it.
And climate change.
None of that.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't blame it on the sunshine.
Yeah.
Don't blame it on a good time.
Definitely
Don't
don't.
blame it on Pfizer.
No, don't even think about following the money. Don't do that either.
No, don't.
No, because when you follow the money, you'll find the science. I mean, follow the science, find the money. No, follow the science and get the truth of the money. No,
Yes.
help.
Save the cheetah to
Listen
save
to
the
this
world.
15-year-old. She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Big Bird and Elmo.
Yeah. Definitely Elmo. He knows. Well, he's spot on, isn't he? An animal.
Fucking shit up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bird, where's my rubber ducky?
You've watched it too much then.
Oh, fucking Oscar. But
Too many times.
this is the cognitive dissonance that you must have to be able to function in this fucked up world at the minute. Can't follow
Yeah.
the money because you'll get the truth. Can't follow the science because the science follows the money.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is somewhere under the what?
And the truth is somewhere in between. Oh, fat fucking what? $1 billion fucking quid somewhere.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
don't forget they want 75 years to tell you the truth,
Mm.
which you'll all be dead and you won't want to know the truth.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, what's telling you the truth once you're dead?
So it's too like to me playing Chinese whispers with a Russian.
And if you're watching Pfizer, obviously the lads are telling you to fuck off, but I am completely available.
It does good voice on adverts. Get yourself shot. 2 to the back of the head, if you know what we mean.
No, that's usually if you've been around the Clinton.
Clinton's got the money invested in Pfizer.
I mean,
Just saying.
allegedly, there
They're
seems to be
fucking
quite
all over,
quite a few people that turn up mysteriously committing suicide with 2 shots in the back of the head and a knife in the back.
Well,
And
I'm
they're all
one
work
of
for
them.
the Clintons.
I'm one of their
We all
late.
believe Epstein killed himself.
Yeah. Not long. One. I don't know. Something to do with him. Shot himself in the chest while hanging himself.
Well,
He wanted to make sure.
He was
Oh, yeah.
talented.
well, remember that Dr. Kelly when Blair was trying to go to war, who slit his wrists and hung himself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we still haven't heard about what happened after that. After that, hasn't been fully.
Dr.
Kelly.
Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah.
David
Yeah.
Kelly.
Even though he said he weren't going to hang himself, and said that he hung himself. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure if I say I'm not going to hang myself, I'm not going to hang myself.
No, you really mean you're going to hang yourself. I'm really not going to hang myself. I promise you in my life, I'm not going to do that. Obviously means you are going to do it.
No, that's if he's a politician.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, I remember some years back there was that politician that gassed himself. He got dressed up in kinky women's underwear and then gassed himself.
That was the one that was on with the orange in his gob as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Elephant, shotgun to the chest. Can you reach the trigger? Well, in Callow's case, no. To be fair, he probably wouldn't be able to even pick up the shotgun.
He can kick himself in the head, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
he could do that.
Yeah. Break my leg doing it, but I could still do it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the point, you know what I mean? A long rifle, shot in the back of the head, and he pulled the trigger himself.
Indeed. Perfectly feasible.
Why not?
Yeah, he was trying to shoot himself in the front, slipped, fell off the chair, and then it went off and shot him in the back of the head. There you go.
Standard.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pronounce that fucking... Is it Fauci or Fucci? What?
Fauci.
Fauci.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fauci.
I fucking hate that fucking twat.
Wowchi.
Seriously?
I wonder when he's going to have a little accident.
I don't know.
I heard he
I don't want to
pisses
wish bad on any
himself quite
cunt, but
often.
fucking, he's a cunt.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing only earlier on today. I was watching a video of Rand Paul rattling Fauci about the NIH, and I was thinking, there's only so far Fauci can go before he's going to have to get got rid of, in my allegedly humble opinion.
By his own side.
Yeah, exactly.
All them fucking emails of the lying cunt fucking didn't help his cause, did they?
Nope.
You know what I mean? No, we know nothing to do about this kind of research. Fuck, quick, get rid of the kind of research. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing that gets me, right, he broke the law. And he hasn't been arrested yet.
America broke the law.
Yeah, well, he broke the law, didn't he? By using that money to invest in gainer research in China.
Yeah. And he works for the American government. So the American government done it.
Well, yeah, but why aren't this fucker being arrested now?
Well, I'll tell you the same reason why he hasn't been arrested is the same reason why fucking Henry Ford wasn't arrested when he was fucking supporting the Nazis.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
So we're making money.
Yeah. I mean, they keep on going on about fucking war crimes.
I'm going to have to bow out. It's been
Yeah, man, you done well.
Emotional.
Yeah.
You done well, man. It's fucking an hour past your fucking big boy voice, ain't it?
I know. I'm a real man.
Yeah.
No bless, folks.
No bless, folks.
Good night.
You know what I mean?
Nice, Flex.
But yeah, fucking, what was he? Russia. What was that about, man? See, nobody ever
Fauci.
listens.
Henry Ford.
Oh yeah, that was it. Fucking Nuremberg trials. Right? They're on about fucking Putin needs to be put in front of the Hague for fucking war crimes, Nuremberg trials, all this type of bollocks, yeah? Well, what about the Yanks?
What about the WHO? Why can't we put them on crimes against humanity for releasing viruses? They shouldn't have stations to release viruses.
No, they shouldn't be doing gain of function.
They shouldn't be messing with shit like that. It's crimes against humanity in my eyes.
Oh,
It's
yeah. But they
fucking
said,
illegal.
well, according to them, they say they do it because what they do is detect nasty ones and turn them into good ones and then release them, apparently.
Is that a bit like the devil playing the best friend?
Yeah, yeah. Something like that. But this is the bollocks that they're spreading, isn't it? It's like this economic forum that's full of all these rich people that have decided that they're smarter than us so they can rule our lives.
Like reasonable men do unreasonable things.
Jay, it was the other way around, mate. Fucking Henry Ford had a picture of fucking Hitler, or a statue of him. Fucking.
Well, Roosevelt actually was a fan of Mr. Mussolini and Mr. Hitler.
But I don't understand why fucking Ford wasn't done for treason. He was supplying fucking arms to the Axis forces while his own country was at war with them. And then he fucking sued his own fucking government for blowing up his fucking buildings in Germany that he was building the fucking cars and shit out on. I mean, the fuck?
Yeah.
Nothing to see
All
here.
right, Lisa. Have a good one.
Have fun. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was Hitler who idolised Ford. Well, either which way. The fucking... It's a weird how do you do any.
Well, yeah, when you think about it, in the Second World War, the finances financed both sides. Now, why weren't them fuckers turned up on fucking in court, stood there in dock with fucking Nazis? You know what I mean? We forget that. And what we should do now is we should look back and see who these finances were and the families that have benefited from it. Take all the money off them and make them broke. And say, there you go. You won't forget that. And it'll send a clear message to all these others that are doing exactly the same with Russia and Ukraine that are financing both sides, which they are.
Yeah.
Because she's getting money from somewhere.
Well, they're making a 300% markup on the money that they're fucking giving/lending to fucking Ukraine, isn't they?
Yeah.
So,
and like, well,
it's all about fucking money.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, there's a bit of a spat between Biden and that fucking prick that's the Prime Minister of Ukraine, isn't there? They've had a bit of a spat. And which is quite good and quite funny, actually, because it might make Ukraine actually stand up and say, yeah, we need to put an end to this. We need to stop the fighting.
Well,
yeah, but all the rich fuckers want all their money over there so they can fucking throw it in the pockets.
Well, a lot of it's to do with the fucking bioweaponry that they've got in Ukraine. That the Americans fucking, you know, when it first started, the Americans went into the Ukraine because they wanted a load of fucking... They had millions, if not billions of pounds worth of viruses and stuff in there that the Yanks wanted hold of. So
14 different places they surrounded Russia with.
They fucking then told the Ukraine that the bio labs that they've got are not up to spec, but because they've had such a hard time, we'll help you. We'll pay for it, and that's how the Americans then paid for the Ukrainian fucking bio labs, and then subsequently, because they're in there, then got access to all the viruses and everything else that was worth fucking millions, if not billions. Yeah. So it's always been about fucking, you know, money, resources, and shit. Now the thing is, from Putin's point of view, would you allow America to have bio fucking labs on your doorstep?
I would not.
Would you feel fucking safe? I mean, let's have it right. When Russia wanted to put fucking missiles on Cuba, oh fucking hell, the Yanks went fucking apeshit at that, didn't they? But you want to put a bio lab full of fucking bioweapons right on his fucking border and him say nothing?
I wouldn't be surprised if these globalists do release some heavy shit. Because the way they're talking, the next pandemic, well, last one wasn't a pandemic. So you're saying the next pandemic, which you're expecting, by the way, the last pandemic we had was 100 and odd years ago. So you're just going to tell us about pandemics that are oncoming. So you're telling us that you're going to be releasing loads of shit upon us. You really are worse than the fucking Nazis, you globalist scum.
Yep.
Jace put some. If you can, guys, check out the missile hit that the Ukraine has just been hit with. It's a explosion like no other. It's getting serious fast. Okay.
Links in the Charmed. Links in the chat there for the lads review Discord server.
Hiya, Charmed.
Ukraine war.
Charmed. Throw it on.
Supply chain providing means for rocket invasion.
I sent you an invite anyway.
It's a false flag for the rocketing inflation. The inflation was going to fucking rocket due to the fact that the government's been printing fucking stupid amounts of money while paying everybody a shitload for being on furlough. I mean, that was inevitable warning. Fucking, let's have it right. You can't pay the wages of the country and it not have a fucking knock-on effect somehow. Shit was going to go up. The printing a load of money. So you know shit's going to go up.
Yeah. The world's skin.
Now they're just making it worse.
We're actually owed fucking loads of money though, aren't we?
Yeah, we're owed 9 trillion. This country's owed. We owe 6 trillion? We owe, but technically speaking, we don't because we're owed 9 trillion. But there you go. And that's the thing that gets me, is that they're sitting there and they're telling us we're 2.6 trillion in debt. But they're not saying, but we are owed 9 trillion. So don't really have to majorly put taxes up like we are doing. And your kids aren't indebted, but we're going to make you feel like you are. What a bunch of bastards.
They're going to make you are.
Yeah, we're going to make you suffer because we can. Well, we're going to make you suffer then. Because when you come to want to be voted in, we're all going to drop as bitches, part as asses, and say, kiss it.
Yeah, they realised we were too informed and now they're trying to dumb down society.
Yeah, well, you work it out. They're already threatening, aren't they? You think about it. When they invented the internet and pushed that out there, they must have thought they wanted a great thing for turning people's minds to think like they wanted you to think. Unfortunately, it fucked them up so big time when they realised that we weren't listening to them and we were opening their minds up to actually what they were up to. Now they're scared and they're trying to threaten this or this is going to go down.
Well, it was a double-edged sword warning. At the end of the day, they saw it as a way to be able to get fucking shit out of you, find out what you look at, what you search for, fucking, everything that you do on the internet. They'll be able to record that data. They'll be able to fucking set up an algorithm. They'll be able to sell you more shit. You know what I mean? They saw it as...
That was their gold mine, wasn't it?
We have now basically got a live access into your fucking world, right? What they didn't fucking count on is people going, hang on a minute. I can actually speak to the fucking world here now. It ain't just somebody on the end of the street. But I can fucking get information and send information around the world in lightning fucking speed. So when you see someone on the fucking... So when you see someone...
You're saying we can all...
Go on, T. Go on.
I was just going to... No, you carry on, please.
When you see someone on your TV, right, And you're like, fucking hell, that's really bad. And then you actually, like, speak to somebody who's, like, living there and looking out their window going, well, that ain't actually happening here. You start questioning what the fuck?
Well, you can see through your TV and all that. I wasn't wearing my sister's clothes the other day.
You know what I mean? What the fuck? But yeah, fuck. 2 hours, man.
Mm.
Should we let the people fucking leave them alone now? Reckon we've fucked with everybody's had enough for one day.
Yeah, should we go onto Discord and
take the piece?
Yeah.
See if anyone wishes to join us.
Yeah, well, I'll throw the link in again. If there's anybody in the chat that feels like pouring into the Discord, just have a giggle, take the piss, fucking ask Tiny how tall he really is.
I'm 5'9", you cunt, so piss off.
What, 3'9"?
In Kingston heels.
Lying bastard. We all know you ain't that tall.
I am.
But yeah. So we'll be in the Discord. Drop in if you want. If not, we will definitely catch you next Saturday, I hope. Around 9 o'clock. You know how it is. Nothing runs according to plan. But yeah. So does everybody want to start saying bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Really?
Enjoy.
Arrivederci.
Right. Have fun, peeps. And we'll catch you on the next one.
They love it when I turn up the bass.